Hello, LifePoint. I have some good news and some great news for you today. I want to be able to share with you, it is June 2nd, and we are officially in a place here at LifePoint where we will no longer have any restrictions on our 3 Sunday services. What we have seen, what the last 2 weeks have been, with you reserving seats and wanting to be at half capacity, is that with our current numbers of our winter visitors being gone, and our services putting out the extra chairs in each service, we have plenty of room. So if you want to be at a service where there is the least amount of people, first service, 8 a.m. is your service. We're averaging about 40 to 50 people at that service, and you will have plenty of room to not be around anybody. Second service is going to have the most people. It's closest to being half full, but still isn't even half full. And so come on down to that service if you'd like. Third service is just a little lighter than second. So feel free to come, no need to sign up. We have a self-serve coffee bar. Through the month of June, our birth through 3rd grade will still have no classes. We're hoping in the first week of July to begin those. Big part of that is needing the volunteers. The other part is moving through the phases here in our state to get to a point where as we all know, keeping young kids socially distanced is incredibly difficult. So that's the good news. Plan on coming down, bring your neighbors, bring your friends. We're still continuing to sanitize and clean the building twice a week through a professional company. And we're wanting to make sure that your safety is considered, so there's no passing of any collection plates, and communion, you'll be able to pick up the cup when you walk in, so no passing of that either. Now for the great news, some clarification on what I am talking about with 1 Sunday a month home church. I know there's been a lot of fear, there has been a lot of speculation, there has been some frustration around this, and I will take all blame on that. It is a dream, it is a desire, it is something that God has put in my heart that we see the church move from the building in more than just words and in more than just a Saturday project into actually putting it back into the hands of you, the congregant. But that doesn't mean I'm asking you to teach 1 Sunday a month. It doesn't mean I'm telling every congregant to open up their home to every neighbor in their community. It doesn't even mean I'm telling every congregant to open their home. We know that's not viable and that's not wisdom. But we do have dozens of people, dozens of families in our congregation that are ready and willing to open their home. And we know that early on that this whole thing will not happen without an immense amount of prayer. But I want to give you a little bit of insight. When it does happen, we're looking at somewhere in October, where we're going to do in October, November, December, 1 Sunday out of each of those months, where it's going to be from home. And what that means is the message will be live streamed, just like we've done through quarantine. And so it'll be myself preaching, and you will be at your house with some other LifePoint members, hopefully, and maybe some neighbors who haven't been to church before. And then we will live stream the worship, we will live stream the message. You can have snacks at your house. We'll teach you how to do all of this. We've got a lot of documents that we've been working on and that we have used through the Alpha program that we had here last year to make sure that you feel fully prepared if your home is one that will be hosting a home church. After I finish speaking, you will have already been given, as the host of that Sunday's home church, you will be given a list of questions and a leadership sort of follow-up to be able to talk with the people who came into your home and spend some time with them. In this, our main goal over the next few months is to make sure that anybody who says, yes, I would like to have my home be a place where people can meet on that 1 Sunday, is you will be met with by pastors and elders. We will come to your house. We will answer any questions you have. And our whole goal of this is to spend the next 4 months training and equipping you. So let that ease your fears. If you're worried about having a home, not having a home that you could do a home church in, or what if there's a place that I can't go, take a deep breath. That isn't going to happen. Our whole point of this is to take the church 1 Sunday a month into the neighborhoods and to open up homes of people who said, I will open up my home, so that people who would normally not come into a church building, but they would go into their neighbor's home, would have a chance to hear the gospel. I've also heard that my messages might be a little less than what they have been when it comes to truth and theology and maybe biblical teaching. I want you to know, not at all. Not at all. My goal has always been, since God gave me this platform, to teach truth from the Bible, to use scriptures in context, and to read specifically from the Bible. So you don't have to have any fears about that. My teaching will continue to be strong and biblically based. I am so excited for this, and I want you to know that the excitement that myself and the other pastors have about this idea isn't just local. This is something that has been going on around the country as churches begin to see the effectiveness of getting out into the neighborhood once a month. And then beyond that, there are pastors, because of this time in quarantine, that are also saying, wow, how great has this been? While we miss people coming together on a Sunday, what if we begin to continue to open up this idea of a home church? So if you have questions, I encourage you, send them in to info@lifepointaz.com. But know that over the coming months, we will do everything we can to equip and prepare you for this incredible new opportunity that we have here at LifePoint. Part of that equipping and preparation is to give you something to do right now. During the Alpha course that we did last year, one of the most important things we learned was you must saturate your home time with prayer. And so for the month of June, that is my goal and that is my charge to you, is that you will be praying, even if your home is not one that will be open and you can't open it or it's just not comfortable, that's great. But would you be praying and covering those that God is calling to open their homes during this time in prayer? We need this more than anything. We need this. This is the most valuable thing you can do for the month of June, is just begin as a church to saturate this idea in prayer. To say, Lord, this is our territory. This is your dominion. Would you take it back for the kingdom? I can't wait to begin to do this with you. I can't wait to walk through this with you. May God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you this Sunday.